Hey YouTube, it's time for another video review. Today we're going to be looking at the Legacy United G2 breakdown. And as far as the reason I am reviewing this is because, as many people know, it's practically impossible to get the regular breakdown, which is rather frustrating because I would have liked to have completed my menasor, but you know, I guess I'm going to have to go with what I can get. I'm sure they'll reissue him at some point, in a couple years. But yeah, we got our usual artwork on the side of the box. There's his vehicle mode. There's his mug shot. He's kind of doing a kissy face there. And here he is with his boomerang spoiler blade, which looks ridiculous. And here we have the product shots. We got our legal jargon, and nothing really important on the top. Anyway, that's it for the box. And here we have his instructions. Which, you know, instructions, ever so lovely instructions. And there's that. Moving on, here we have G2 breakdown. I don't necessarily dislike these colors, it's just I would have liked to have completed the proper set. But unfortunately, both breakdown and dead end were really hard to find. I think dead end is like $50 and this guy's like at least 100 sealed. So yeah, hope they reissue those sooner rather than later, but yeah, considering that most of the reissues seem to be like, you know, from a couple years ago at the minimum, probably gonna be a wait. But yeah, anyway, you get his little blaster thing here, and he can hold all three of these pegs. They're all the same size, and yeah, you can plug his spoiler in and get like a weird boomerang blade looking thing. So yeah, there's that. As for a quick size comparison, here he is next to his Wavemate Armada Wheeljack. So yeah, there's that. And as far as the mold itself, it's mostly the same engineering wise as I believe it's Wild Rider, the other leg component. It's got this, you know, weird backpack thing going on, which I really would have rather they just make it so that it could fold around this windshield piece, but they specifically engineered it to get in the way for reasons. So yeah. And this whole assembly, not really necessary, but it is what it is. The combined mode stuff is good. That's part of the reason I actually wanted to finish the set. I feel like they really shine best as the, you know, menasor. But yeah, there's that. Articulation, arms can go up that far. You can get pretty much a 360 as long as you account for the kibble. Do get 90 degrees at the elbow. There is a little bit of wrist movement for transformation. 360 at the head, and it is on a ball joint. You do get a waist swivel, and there's all this junk. Can kick that far forward, can kick that far back. We get over 90 degrees at the knee. We do get some upward on the toe due to transformation, and you do get your ankle pivot. So there is that. Oh yeah, and thigh swivel, elbow swivel. So yeah, there is that. And I guess we'll just cut to the chase and go ahead and transform him. First we're gonna fold these feet up like so, and we're gonna pull on his head and bring that chest down. Gonna fold his head in and fold this back up to hide that away. Then we're going to straighten out his arms and fold in his fists. And bring these arms back now. And then as for these, I believe we gotta There we go. Flip that open. Oh, right. Rotate the waist 180. Flip that open. Rotate this whole assembly around. Make sure you get that foot past his arm. Right, might help if I open this first. Come in. There we go. Come on, cooperate. Fold that in. Tab these legs down the middle. Fold these back in like so. And we're going to go ahead and get those arms lined up and tabbed in. You can see that there's a little tab here that's going to hook into this space here on his leg. So just get that in there. And the arm's trying to bend and create a gap. Yeah. And we just kind of gotta wiggle all this. Actually, do it like this. Bring it forward, then bring it all back together. Make sure it tabs back together, which it's not doing. Fold this down, as it again does not want to cooperate. Come on. Should not be this hard for you to go where you are supposed to be. There we go. And fold that windshield down. Then we bring this back in, take the spoiler off, and obviously it pegs into these two holes. And then the gun, I believe it's supposed to peg in somewhere under here. Right, this square section here plugs into that armature for the hood. So, like that. And there we have him in his vehicle mode. And again, I don't dislike the car or the colors or anything. I just wanted the right matching set, which I have not been able to get. So, yeah. But yeah, transformation isn't the best, it isn't the worst. It's essentially the same as Wild Rider. I hope I'm remembering that name right. I remember all their names, I'm just trying to make sure I'm remembering the right ones. But yeah, there he is. Another quick comparison. Here he is next to Earthrise Prime. So there's that. And let's get to the cherry on top. Let's bring this back a bit. I'm gonna turn you around. So, for the combined mode, what we're gonna do is going to, as the gun flies off, anyway, going to sort of wiggle this whole front assembly up and want to get that windshield up so that we can fold this up, and then essentially you just want the car looking sort of like this. And I can just put this gun back. Probably didn't even need to take it off, but I want to be safe. And then, yeah, you just peg things on. Let's see. Yeah, these two pegs here. Just gonna squeeze that on there. Make sure that everything lines up. Come on. Make sure we push that all the way on. Get that front panel to close up like so. And yeah, there we have a mostly complete menasor. I mean, I at least got, you know, all 5 pieces, so you know that's something. Yeah, I do kind of wish I had gotten the right colors for Breakdown and Dead End here, but it is what it is. That's why I'm making a point to pre-order all the other ones, because this guy was already mostly done. Well, actually, I think he had just dropped Breakdown when I got back into collecting last year. So that's part of the reason I sort of missed out a little bit there, but you know, a lot of people had trouble getting Breakdown, so yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But I do really like this, you know, combiner skeleton system that they're using. I feel like it really lets the individual figures shine a bit better while still giving us a really spectacular combined mode, as I continue to point at his shins because he's too small for the tiny tripod I have right now, and I'm not breaking out the big one just for this last shot. But yeah, as far as proper menasors, the only complete one I will continue to have for the foreseeable future is the one in the Angry Birds game. So, but still, awesome figure, and I actually give him his leftover trailer bits as a jetpack, just so that they're all together. But you know, it's still a very nice figure, and I'm glad I was at least able to complete it to some degree. And you know, if they do reissue those 2 in the future, I will definitely make a point to pre-order them, because yeah, I definitely dig this set. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm finally getting some of the combiners, because like I know that like the combiners are really easy to get from third party. Like every third party is always doing some combiner, but I don't want to pay those third party prices for the big combiners that I don't really care about. The only one that I even started to look into was the Kang Toys Volcanicus, and I had a piece break on the snarl before they even released the second piece, so I just decided not to pursue it. But yeah, I'm happy to finally have another combiner besides the Power of the Primes Volcanicus that I have, which I don't even combine anymore because he just kept falling over. So yeah, I really do want to see more of these modern combiners. I really do like this skeleton system that they're working with. I think it's actually a really good solution to how to get the full combiner out of these figures without having to sacrifice too much on the individual level. So, but yeah, that's enough of me rambling. But yeah, that is the video review for the Legacy United G2 Breakdown. So this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.